5 years ago, I arguably got my greatest Christmas gift of all time. Yes, there was a LEGO Star Wars set that I got the year after, and to be fair, that was also pretty cool, but this still ranks number 1. And that is the Nintendo Switch. Even though this came out 6 years ago, Nintendo hasn't really done much hardware stuff apart from the OLED model. Is it still worth picking up the base model Nintendo Switch for this Christmas? The Nintendo Switch, I think in my opinion, is still a console that still holds up really well even till this day of age. Even though the graphics don't really match up with the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, if you thought that, look at the size of this. How? The dock is a toaster. What it does make up for is its other features, such as the most important one of them all, portability and the idea to connect to your TV. A simple concept, yet not many companies use it. Yes, I know PlayStation technically does it with their PlayStation or Wii U 2.0, but that doesn't count, alright? That thing literally disconnects all the time. On the bright side, with the Switch, you can take it anywhere. You can take it to your brother's birthday party, the kitchen, or the toilet. I don't know why that last one popped up, but you can take it to the toilet. Speaking of portability, taking this thing outside is amazing. Now, at times, yes, the sun can get in the way of the screen, but honestly, most of the times, it's done a really great job. The battery life is great, ranging from 2.5 hours to 6 hours. This is pretty accurate for me. For some games like Minecraft, it's fine. It doesn't drain too much battery life. But if it comes to games like Zelda or Mario Odyssey, those type of games will drain a lot of battery life. So in my opinion, if you have a little bit of money to squeeze, it's best to pick up a power bank for this, especially if you see yourself like me who uses most of the time in portable mode. Another great feature about the Nintendo Switch is its Joy-Cons. Now, yes, I know a lot of people are going to spam in the comment section, let's say the Joy-Con trips. Yes, it is not as big of an issue I thought it was. Granted, I had it, but I just had to clean it and that fixed it. But unfortunately, with some people, that's not the case. Thankfully, Nintendo does offer free repairs, but they haven't fixed the problem though. I don't know if that's a good thing. Even though they have that small problem, the Joy-Cons are really great to use. They have a great battery life. Personally, especially for someone like me, I think they're very comfortable. I know for some people that was a big gripe, but for me, it's not bad. If you do see yourself with that issue, thankfully, Nintendo does offer a grip. Sort of. Like, they're supposed to give the illusion that it kind of acts like as an Xbox controller. It's not the worst thing in the world, and I have played with it a little bit, but honestly, if you have the money for it, save for the Pro Controller. It's basically an Xbox controller, just 2.0. Another great thing about the Joy-Cons is it's its size. Like, this thing is literally tiny, not even funny. Look, I literally cover my whole hand. But because of that tiny size, when it adds to the Switch, not only it doesn't take much space, but you can literally fit it in your hoodie pocket. I literally do it right here. Now, should you do that? No. You should buy a case like everybody else, like every normal person does. Please buy a case your Switch could honestly use it. Now, a nice thing about these Joy-Cons is you can pass it to a friend and you can play a game at the same time. Now, I'm not going to pretend and say that this is perfect. I mean, like, look at my hands right here. It's literally cramping up, honestly. So for games like Mario Kart, it's fine, as it's not really that competitive. I'm kidding. But when it comes to games like Super Smash Bros, yeah, this is just not gonna cut it. You should probably bring your own controller, honestly. Now, though the portable is great, there are two problems I have with this. Number one is this. The kickstand is horrible. For flat surfaces and all, it's great, but if I literally did it on the couch or something, it's gonna fall. Other big issues, no Bluetooth, so you're gonna have to get a wired headphone, even if you still have those. I don't. Now let's talk about the main reason why this is even called a Nintendo Switch. The idea that you can connect it to your TV. This, surprisingly, I don't use as much, but it's still pretty fun to have, especially if you have 4 people playing. Because surprise guys, playing a 4-player game on a 720p screen is just not gonna cut it. You need something a little bit more crisp. When you connect your Switch to the TV, it's a 1080p screen. So again, don't expect anything 4K wise, but it's still not the worst experience in the world. One recommendation though, if you do see yourself someone like me who pulls their Switch out of the dock and then puts it back in, it's best you get a screen protector, as unfortunately, because of how the dock is made, it can lead to scratches over time. So play it safe, get a screen protector like every normal person does. For that guys, that is the Nintendo Switch for you. Granted, not the most perfect console out there, but if you want to treat yourself this year, or maybe treat someone you think deserves it, the Nintendo Switch is a great device to have. May not have much graphics, but it does make up with its portability and its amazing game library. But with that guys, I'll catch you in the next one.